Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nursofiyah. My ID number is 2022917449 and I am from LG2401A. In this video, I will talk about my reflection on the three language areas. Consists of lexical, syntactical, and phonological aspect. I will also relate these areas to my own experience. To start with, I would like to briefly explain to you what is lexical, syntactical, and phonological aspect. So lexical is considered as free morpheme and they have their own meaning. So for example, noun, pronoun, adverb, adjectives, prepositional. The syntax, on the other hand, is the study of sentence structure or grammatical rules, and phonological is the sound of speech and how the meaning brings with the language. The first error that I made is in the lexical aspect, which is called collocation error. So collocation is basically two words or phrases combined and they sound natural to the native speakers. So for example, when I was young, I used to say, I do mistakes. Whenever I did something wrong, I say, I do mistake. Do mistake is a collocation error because it sounds wrong to the native speaker even though it's grammatically correct. Native speaker usually say, make mistake. So it should be, I make mistake instead of I do mistakes. I learned a lot of collocation vocabulary by reading books, watching movies, English movies, listen to podcasts. From there, I get to improve my collocation. The second error that I'm going to touch on is in the syntactical aspect, which is called breaking the language rules. So breaking the language rules is when we say phrases or sentences that is grammatically incorrect. So for example, I remember I was playing in the playground when I was little and I saw a new neighbor just moved in across my house, and I went up to her and I introduced myself and I say, hi, I'm Sophia, you want to be my friend? So you want to be my friend is grammatically incorrect because the verb is missing at the front. So the correct way of saying it should be, do you want to be my friend or would you like to be my friend? I overcome this issue by watching a lot of movies, native English movies, and reading a lot of books, speaking English and practicing it to my family and my friends, and over the years I was able to improve my grammar. The last area that I'm going to touch on is in the phonological aspect, which is called phonological interference. So phonological interference is when we are so used to our first language that when we speak a second language, or for example English, we tend to speak in the sound and sound pattern of our mother tongue. So for example, when I was little, I used to say restaurant as in restaurant, because in Malay, restaurant and restaurant are the same word, same meaning, but different pronunciation and a bit difference in the spelling. So throughout the years, I learned that I've been saying restaurant wrongly. So I learned that restaurant was pronounced restaurant. So I overcome this issue by watching a lot of native movies and I try to mimic them in their accent. So I learned a lot of vocabulary, pronunciation in just watching native movies. So that is all for my reflection. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.